welcome to ZHM Interviews with me, Patience Mumbichanda. On this particular interview, I'm joined by the rap guru himself, Stevo. Welcome to this interview.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Having good furniture has been made easy by Luposani Furniture. Get yourself high quality and affordable furniture from Luposani. You can get in touch with us on 0977 88 97 29 or 0955 68 28 68. We are situated at 470 Building along Cairo Road, opposite National Milling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been wanting to find out something from you. You were quiet for quite some time. So why did you release an album now?
Okay. Firstly, I'm trying to understand what you mean for quite some time. So please just take me back a bit from when to when.
I have no specifics because you would always say you were working in the background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't really have actual music until recently.
Okay, so okay, a lot of music, of course, wasn't out, but from the time I kind of became independent, I dropped a couple of joints that were, of course, a few, but definitely they made the cut. Like for example, Push. I'm sure you've heard of the Push Hustle song, yeah. And I also dropped a mixtape. That was just, in fact, the inception of my independence. That was Ghetto Definition. So in that mixtape, we had the Situation Part 4, the last situation, and we had songs like Niliche featuring Peterson and whatnot. Then, of course, I wasn't very much active as the way I am right now because I was trying to figure out a lot of things. And you know, when you are independent, it's different. You do almost everything by yourself, especially in the Zambian music industry. We have less sponsorship and proper management firms. So basically, this album is just solidifying my foundation and trying to give my fans a lot of music, because there was a lot of outcry out there to say we need a lot of music from you, Stevo, and whatnot. So basically I had to put this masterpiece together as fast as I could, though I took some time because it was very much involving, and it being my first album, I wanted to make sure that people have top-notch music, so sound, balancing, and getting the right producers and getting the right people to collaborate with who are on the same energy tip as me, it's not that simple. So yeah, basically the reason I brought this album to the Zambian music industry market is to satisfy my fans and also solidify my foundation in the music. Yeah.
Okay, so you've talked about how complicated the process was. So maybe you can share with us, if you don't mind, like some of the challenges you faced and some of the achievements, because we know behind every success there's a whole lot that went on in the background.
Yeah. Okay, so the making of Saved album took a year and some months. The first single from the album is Neka. I think you've heard Neka featuring Kekero, like Vonkala Neka and whatnot, yeah. So it had a video done by DJ Low, and the song was produced by Kekero, and I also featured him on the same song. So that was basically the first introduction to the sound that will be on Saved, because Saved album is not limited to a specific genre. It's rap, and 85% of the content is hip-hop, but there's also some Afro-fusion here and there. So we had to balance up, because the album is not just for me, it is for everyone, you know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that all my fans from different segments of society are happy, because this is my first project, officially. Yeah, so from there I did something. I dropped another single with Israel Amanisunga, which was produced by KB from K Army, and pretty these two singles, set the tone, and they were trending on social media and also different, radio charts, like Hot FM, Power FM, Radio 2, Radio Phoenix, all different radio stations. They were all over. And one had a video, the other one, of course, didn't have a video. From there, that's when, the pressure was coming in so much for the album. Like, please, 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 we need the album. Please, we need the album. But definitely, I couldn't just let go. And recording an album, I would record an album in a few days. Even in a week, I can finish recording if everything is there. But it wouldn't have that much soul, like that much heart, that much, feel of Stevo, because at the end of it all, as you are listening to my album, you're supposed to feel a certain connection of the songs, and you get to know this is Stevo's sound. So I worked with different producers: DJ Mzengaman, Kekero, KB, Big Busy, Wow, D Jones, Reverb. I worked with CB, the producer for Power. I worked with a lot of producers. Some of them I can't even remember the names, but Silent Eraser, DJ Mzengaman, of course. There are a lot of them that I worked with. Drew, T-Sean, all of them contributed, something to the album. And it consumed a lot of time and investment, money and creativity. You had to come up with a concept, with the different artists coming together, trying to, bring your energies together. So time consuming, and it's just complicated. But at the end of it all, we had, the work,
Having good furniture has been made easy by Luposani Furniture. Get yourself high quality and affordable furniture from Luposani. You can get in touch with us on 0977 88 97 29 or 0955 68 28 68. We are situated at 470 Building along Cairo Road, opposite National Milling.
Okay, so the album is entitled Saved. Is there a reason behind the name you gave it, or maybe like why did you name it Saved?
Okay, so the album is saved because I feel I've been saved.
Wow.
Yeah, saved means to be rescued from something, to be protected from something bad, So for me, music in my life was something I didn't know that I would do. In fact, I used to laugh at people that used to rap. Like, I was in something else different. I used to love drawing, painting, and just other things.
Really?
Yeah. Then something just happened. It was moving with fashion. From people dancing and doing other things, there was just an era of people saying, I do music, I rap, I do what and whatnot. And I kind of fell into that bandwagon, but not knowing that some of those elements of real music were in me because I was artistic in nature, Yeah. So my brother DJ Mzengaman had a bedroom studio and used to play beats and whatnot. Then from there, me listening to those beats, one day I jumped on one of them, just trying to play, and it came out good. And Mzenga encouraged me to say, but this is good, just try to do another song. I did something, then played it to my friends. My friends started talking about it, and it was in the hood. The next thing it was the whole of Lusaka West. The next thing it was Lusaka. The next thing it was Zambia. So sometimes some things you'd never know when they come. So personally, music just brought in another dimension, of situations, and it brought in a different impact in my life. And when I was at school, I used to, buy some things at school and, pay certain things from music, When, people who used to help me with school fees and whatnot could not come into my aid, or maybe I have a challenge, music could always be there to at least make me contain myself. Then when I finished school, it was hard to get a job. I stayed for like 2 years on the streets. Music kept me going. It's the one that, gave me everything, almost, that could make me, manage my life. Then when I started thinking of doing an album, I started saying, okay, what title can I call this album? I think it should be Saved, because music, if I wasn't doing music, I wouldn't be where I am right now. All this love I'm getting, all this, some deals I'm getting, all this whole thing, it's because of music, So I need to dedicate this album to music, and also dedicate it to my mother for being there for me and my family, my father, everyone, my fans, the music industry. The reason I actually collaborated with a lot of artists is because I was trying to also, just work with the relationships I already have, because it's also a sign of appreciation that this album is just not about Stevo, it's about everyone who has played a role in building Stevo's career, and also just the music, the love of hip-hop. So basically the album is Saved because I feel music changed my life. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. The other thing I'd like to find out is you released your album a few weeks after Shefi also released Bon Appetit.
Oh yeah.
So I was wondering, didn't that affect your album in any way? Didn't it affect the sales in any way?
That I'm yet to know, because time hasn't yet moved so much from the time I dropped my album. The sales are okay, and people are loving it. And on the other hand, I had announced, my album wasn't something new. Yeah, it was something that people were waiting for.
Yeah.
It's something that started early last year. I was talking about it, and in fact, it was rumored that it was going to drop end of last year. So dropping it now and having a date mentioned was not influenced by anyone else. It was already an agenda that was there. So of course, in music there's always competition, and for me competition is always welcome. But I feel my fans and other people out there were waiting for the album. So it's not something that I would, have so much pressure about, because people were waiting for the product. Yeah.
So you caught this album as one of your major project ever since you became an independent artist.
Yes.
So how has been the support? How has been the response from your fans and other people in the industry in general?
Okay, so the support, how do you mean, as an independent artist or?
As an independent artist.
Okay, so the support has been really good. At first it was really hard because I had to prove a point. Yeah. Because in Zambia, everyone knows it's about affiliation.
Yeah.
If you're with this person, you're cool. If you're not, then you're not cool. Someone can call you whack or good depending on what shirt you're wearing. If you're wearing a shirt that's written this, that means you're good. If you're wearing a shirt that's written that, not about your talent, you know what I mean? So now it was time to show the people what Stevo is made of. And apparently, it's clear people are loving the works and the support is enormous. And I'm happy that there's no one out there who's bringing the negative energy, because this album is all about love. It's all about unity. In fact, I've worked with anyone from any camp on this album, meaning it's a clear indication that this album is just about going forward. It's about growing. It's about showing support. It's about love. Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming through.
Thanks very much. It's an honor to be here, and I hope next time I can come through again so that you can share more stuff. I usually have a lot of things to talk about, so yeah. Otherwise, thanks for the love to the fans, and this is just the beginning actually. So you can get to download some of this content on the album on Vesasani online store. You can also get to download my music is now up on Apple, Deezer, Spotify, and you can also get to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get music video content, music videos, visuals content. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Stevo Rap Guru, on Instagram, Stevo Pamtunda, on Twitter is Stevo Guru Nation. Otherwise, one love. Hope you're enjoying the album. Nili Pamtunda. Yeah.
Thank you.